Hello, my friend. My name is Olga Kanashkina. I'm a tailor and I teach you how to sew. Today, I want to show you how to take in a skirt. Let's go. Here I have a skirt made of a dense material with the lining fabric. This skirt is rather big for me and I need to take in it. So I place a skirt on my waist and start to correct fitting with the pins. This way I take the excess of the material, and through this process it's necessary to observe a balance of the skirt, that it fits evenly and the vent falls straight. At the same time, I move my legs to control that there are enough space in the skirt for my legs moving. Then I put off a skirt and draw with a marker the places where I fix pins. The marks of this marker will be invisible in time after ironing. I draw the marks on two sides of the skirt, on front side and on the back side too, on the left part and on the right part of the skirt. Then I put away the pins from the skirt. The first step, I unstitch the band from the skirt. In the section that I will unstitch is 4 or 5 centimeters from the mark. Then I unstitch from the band the rubber band that was built in the band of the skirt. First I break a face stitch from the band that connected together two sides of the band, and so after that I can open the band here like this, and now I can analyze sew technology of this skirt. Here the main material, the band and the lining fabric connect together with two steps, and so because of it I can take in the skirt with two versions. The one version is more easy and more quickly, and the second version is more hard but more technological way of sewing. So you can choose the way you need. In this video I will show you the second version of sewing this skirt, and the first version I will check for you in the comments under this video. So this version is more difficult and it will take more time, but it's more technological, and the way is good for the situation when you have your main material of the skirt and the lining fabric connect together with the first step, and the second step these two material connect with the band. And so if you have model like this way for you. So the first step of the work, to unstitch the band from the main material and from the lining fabric too. Then I cut the band and unstitch the hem of the skirt and of the lining fabric too. The area of unstitching is 4 centimeters from the marks. Then I iron the hem of the skirt of the main material and the hem of the lining fabric too. After that, I turn out a skirt for the main material on the one side and the lining fabric on another side. Here on the wrong side I have my marks, and for the next work I iron the seam allowances and fix together 2 layers of the skirt with the pins. Then I draw a new curved seams connecting the marks, and then I repeat the work with the lining fabric. First I connect 2 layers of the fabric between the side line, and I help myself here with the iron to connect 2 sides. And the next step, I connect together the side of the main material and the lining fabric. In this process I make close the side seams of these details. First fix them together with the pins. The next step, I transfer the line of the seam from the main material of the skirt to the lining fabric with the pins, and then I draw a new line on the lining fabric too. After that I take away pins and stitch on the new lines. Here you can see the result. Then I cut away the excess of the fabric, retain seam allowance 1 centimeter like it was initially, and then I overlock the edges like it was at first. Then I iron new seams on the wrong side and on the right side. The next step, I will sew the band. I check the marks on the wrong side with the pins and with my marker. Then I unstitch the rubber band away because I don't need it anymore. And then I put together 2 sides of the band and connect it with the pins. In this process is necessary to match the edges of the band. After that, I draw a new line for stitch connecting the marks. It's very important for the edges of the band lay straight when I draw the line. Then I stitch the line and cut away the excess of the fabric. Then I iron the seam, and for easy way to get this area for iron these seam allowances, I put a thread bobbin on the hole between the skirt and the band, and like the way you can see on the video, I iron it. The next step, I turn out the band on the right side and iron adjusted area of the band. I smooth 2 layers of the band and check the top edge to be straight. I control seam allowances to lay smooth, and then I bend the edge on the front side of the band and iron it. Next step, I connect the lining fabric and the edge of the band. I turn out the skirt on the wrong side. I recover the stitch like it was at first. Pin the main material and the lining fabric together on the side of the main material. Then I stitch it together and overlock. Here's the result, and then I turn out this section and iron it. Here how it's look like now. And then I recover a front side of the band. First connect two seams together and then connect the final edge of the band and the marks on the skirt with the pins. After that, I stitch it like the way it was originally and iron the section. And here you can see the way it looks like now. The next step, I recover the edges of the skirt and of the lining fabric back. First iron it and then stitch it with hands seam. Now the edges rebuilt. In the process, I do not forget to iron every step. So the last step, I fix together side seams of the skirt and lining fabric for make a thread loop between them. I make a loop from the hem of the lining fabric to the seam allowance of the skirt. Here you can see this thread loop, and the video how to make it I will add in the comments under this video. The thread loop is necessary for lining fabric, don't get away from the skirt. So here you can see the result of the work. My skirt fits me very nice. Now let's remember how it looked before and how it looks now. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how do you like it. Is it clear or not? See you later in my another video. Bye bye.